Bluegill, clean and cook. Clorox bleach and water, about a tablespoon of bleach. Just pour some on there like that. I usually clean the fish right here on top of the cooler. Tap water, fillet knife, my favorite knife, my Cold Steel Outdoorsman Light, and then a fork. All right. And I always use gloves because I used to work in a restaurant and I'm always using gloves and stuff. We clean this off well. These are what I use most of the time. Those delayed, I find I just scale them like so. Doesn't take long to do this. If you haven't seen my other video on how I clean these, just check it out. I get my knife here, one cut there, one cut, and that's basically what you're left with. Sit that guy down in the water. Make sure you get all the scales off the very end of that tail, because there's some overlapping scales that you may not know. And you end up eating them and you're like, ooh, there's a scale in there. And you just stick it down in the water and you just keep going. This is my least favorite part of this whole process, cleaning these fish. But if you can't clean them right away, just keep ice on them, and then they'll keep for a few days. What we do now is just we'll drain off all that water we had outside. Put that in here, dump that out, rinse this out very well. Salt, okay? Just put a bunch of salt. If you have beer, you can do this. White wine is good to do this as well, but we're going to put the fish in a brine solution, and we're going to let that sit overnight in a brine solution. Beer can work. You're just trying to slow down the decomposition process, and you're trying to season the meat as well at the same time. I mean, those of you who hunt wild game and stuff know that you can put, like this is what you do with your rabbits and stuff like that. You put them in a brine like this. I have found that a white wine works very well for this, and so you want to wash this off very, very well. You get all that gook and slime off, and you just dump it in the brine. We're in the upright freezer. These are wrapped individually and frozen in plastic bag, or sometimes I'll wrap them and freeze them in tin foil and plastic. Either way works. I got plenty, got a little ice cream to snack on today. I just keep them here. My freezer, this freezer is essentially stocked, and now I can start working on my upright freezer that's behind me, and we'll have plenty of meat just all year, all winter, man. Well-seasoned cast iron skillet. I'm gonna put about a cap full of oil. If you don't know how to season a cast iron skillet, just look up. There's plenty of videos on YouTube to show you how to do that. You just have to know your stove. I put it on a low heat. This is some fish I had from last week. So we'll just go in here, select some pieces that we want. So that's about 5 pieces there, and that'll fit into that little skillet. That's why we call it pan fish. Top there. Now what I do is I season it with, this is chili powder. I put a bunch of it on there. And this is paprika. And that's it. Don't need to add salt because it's been soaking in salt water all night, So come back. This should not stick if it's well seasoned. You'll turn it over, and then I'll season the other side, and it'll be done in a few minutes. It doesn't take long at all. All right, fellas, that's basically lunch for me. Very important to use a low heat and a well seasoned skillet, and it won't stick badly. As you can see here, it's not too bad, right? It's not a very bad stick at all. And so very easy cleaning. Peanuts. We're gonna get some ice cream. Nice lunch, man. I usually put hot sauce on this, mustard and ketchup. And I got a salad here. Need to eat vegetables. Plenty of good fiber in the peanuts, and a nice healthy meal right here, man.